So students, today I will discuss with you electrovalent and covalent bond before starting with the chapter 4, that is carbon and its compounds. Electrovalent bonds are also called as ionic bonds. It is formed between a metal and a non-metal. We have already discussed about electrovalent bond last year, but still I want to revise with you. Now, what are metals? The element which loses electrons are metals, and what are non-metals? The element which gains electrons are called non-metals. So here in the ionic bond, what happens? The metal loses the electrons to non-metals and non-metals gains electrons, thereby forming the ions. Or you can say thereby forming oppositely charged ions, and these oppositely charged ions, they attract each other and forms a ionic compound. Let us take the example of sodium chloride. Now you see here in sodium, the atomic number of sodium is 11. Protons are 11, electrons are 11, and the electronic configuration is, in K shell there is 2 electrons, L shell there are 8 electrons, and in M shell there is 1 electron. So here the atom is not stable because in the last shell there should be 8 electrons, but there is only 1 electron. So in order to attain the noble configuration, this sodium, it loses this 1 valence electron. What are valence electrons? The electrons which is present in the last shell. Now you take the case of chlorine. Atomic number of chlorine is 17. Protons are 17. Electrons are 17. And the electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 7. So here also the atom is not stable because in the last shell there should be 8 electrons, but it has 7 electrons. So in order to attain the stable configuration, it will gain 1 electron and it will form negative ion. Let us see the formation of sodium chloride. See here, this is sodium and this is 1 valence electron. You can see here, this is last 1 electron in the valence shell. So this is this valence electron in sodium, and these are the valence electrons of chlorine. So chlorine has 7 valence electrons which are shown here. That is, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now sodium, in order to attain the stable configuration, will lose this 1 electron, and chlorine needs 1 electron. So this 1 electron chlorine will gain and it will complete its octet. So this sodium will lose 1 electron to chlorine, and sodium will lose 1 electron. So sodium will become sodium positive and chlorine will gain 1 electron. It will become negative. So here sodium is the metal because it loses electron, and chlorine is the non-metal because it gains 1 electron. And these are the oppositely charged ions. So these are the ions. Ions are formed. Okay, and these are the oppositely charged ions. So they attract each other very strongly and they form the compound called as sodium chloride, which is a ionic compound. Now students, what is a covalent bond? Covalent bond, it is formed by sharing of electrons between 2 non-metals. So ionic bond was formed between a metal and a non-metal, but covalent bonds are formed between non-metals. Okay, not 2, I will say, you just keep it. Okay, I'm sorry. So here the covalent bond is formed by sharing of electrons between non-metals. So see here, non-metals are what? Non-metals are elements which gains electrons. It is formed generally between those non-metals in which the valence electrons are 5, 6 or 7. So if it is 5, so the non-metals need 3 electrons to complete its last shell. If the valence electrons are 6, then non-metals need 2 electrons to complete its last shell. And if the valence electrons are 7, then it needs 1 electron to complete its last shell. Okay, so here just remember the covalent bonds are formed between non-metals. Now let us say this A is a non-metal, this A is also a non-metal. Now this A needs electrons, this A also needs electrons, but from where the electrons will come? They cannot go and buy the electron from market or from any shop. Neither this A can lose electron to this A because it itself needs electrons, and neither this A can lose electron to this A, it's written first, because it also needs electrons. So what happens? From where they will get electrons? They share their electrons. Okay, I will show you how the electrons are shared. So they share their electrons. So electrocovalent bonds are formed by mutual sharing up of electrons. Mutual sharing means both of them, they will share the electrons. It will share its electron with this, and this A will share the electron with this. Okay, so I will just show you. Now students, just remember one thing. Same number of electrons are shared. If this A will share one electron, then this A will also share one electron. If it will share two electrons, this will also share two electrons. So the same number of electrons are shared. Now if one electron is shared, then it is called as single covalent bond. Please remember it. If two electrons are shared, then it is called as double bond. Now if this A will share one electron, then it is single bond, single covalent bond, and then it is shown by a single hyphen between the two. This is A. If one electron is shown, then this one line will come. If two electrons are shared, then these two lines will come. And if one electron is shared, one single line will come, and it is called as single covalent bond. If two electrons are shared, then you will show it by double line, and it is called as double bond or double covalent bond. Two lines means two electrons of this A and two electrons of this A. Single line means one electron of this A and one electron of this A. And if three electrons are shared, then we call it as a triple bond, and then here there will be three lines. Okay, three electrons of this A and three electrons of the other A. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now students, just remember this thing, same number of electrons are shared between the atoms. It can be shared between same atoms like oxygen and hydrogen, etc. and also between different atoms like ammonia, carbon dioxide. So covalent bond is formed between the compounds having same atoms or the compounds having same elements and the compounds having different elements or atoms. Now we will see the formation of oxygen. See here, this is oxygen. This is the symbol of oxygen. Just see it clearly, O2. Now what does it mean? It means oxygen is diatomic. Diatomic means there are two atoms. 1 plus 1. Okay. Now you see the atomic number of oxygen. Oxygen atomic number is 8. Protons are 8. Electrons are also 8. So what is the electronic configuration? In K shell there are 2 electrons, and in L shell also there, and in L shell there are 6 electrons. So it has 6 valence electrons. But in the last shell there should be 8 electrons. So it needs 2 electrons to complete its last shell. So it is unstable. Now we can write we can show the valence electrons of oxygen in this way. This is oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because these are the valence electrons. We will show valence electrons. Now it's a diatomic. There are two atoms. This is one atom and this is another atom. This is another atom. So if this is having 6 electrons, it will also have 6 electrons. So it will also have 6 electrons. I will show in this oxygen atom electrons by different symbol so that it becomes easier for you. 4, 5 and 6. I hope it is clear to everyone till here. So now what will happen? This oxygen needs 2 electrons and this oxygen also needs 2 electrons. Now from where to bring the electrons? As I told you before, they cannot bring it from some mall or from some shop or from some market. And neither this can lose electron to this oxygen because it also needs 2 electrons. And neither this oxygen can lose electron to this oxygen because it also needs electrons. Now just remember one thing, students. There is no loss and no gain of electrons. So it means ions are not formed here. In covalent compounds, please remember, ions are not formed. So there is the bond which is formed is not so strong because in ionic bond, the bond is formed between oppositely charged ions and they attract each other very strongly and form ionic compounds which are very strong. But here ionic bond is not formed because oppositely charged ions are not formed. So covalent bonds are not so strong as ionic bond. Please remember it. Now the thing is this, what to do? From where to bring the electrons? Because both of them are in need of electrons. So then both of them, they agree to one condition, that is this oxygen agrees to share these 2 electrons with this oxygen and this oxygen agrees to share these 2 electrons to this oxygen. So what happens here? Now please see, this is very, very important. This oxygen, it agrees to share these 2 electrons to this oxygen. You can see here. This oxygen is having how many electrons now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these 2 electrons of this oxygen is shared by this oxygen also. Please see here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry students, I cannot make this circle properly, but you make it properly, okay? So you can see here now, both the oxygen are having 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you take this case, if you take this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if you take this, then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here the electrons are shared. Now, how many electrons are shared? This is sharing 2 electrons. This is also sharing 2 electrons. And I told you when 2 electrons are shared, we show 2 lines, 2 hyphens, and this is double bond. So in oxygen molecule, there is a double bond. I hope it is clear to everyone. The formation of oxygen molecule. You can also take the example of hydrogen. Now see students, in hydrogen, if this is hydrogen, in hydrogen, the atomic number of hydrogen is, I will write here, 1. hydrogen is written like this, means it is also diatomic. Now hydrogen, this hydrogen has one electron, and this is another hydrogen, it also has one electron. So what happens? Now this hydrogen needs one electron, this hydrogen also needs one electron. So this hydrogen will share this electron with this one, and this will share this electron with this one. Now let us take this example of, let us take the case of this hydrogen, first one. So this electron it will share with this. So you can draw it like this. Now this hydrogen will share this electron with this hydrogen. Can you see? So if you take, now you take the case of this hydrogen, how many electrons are there? 2. This hydrogen is also having 2. Now how many electrons are shared? 1 electron. So this is called as hydrogen-hydrogen single bond is formed. And students, please remember one thing, that the electrons which are shared are always written in the center. So I hope you have understood till here. So in the next class, we will discuss the formation of covalent compounds between different atoms. Here the atoms are same, but we will discuss the formation of covalent bond in different atoms. Now your homework is show the formation of nitrogen molecule. Thank you students. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. But please practice. It needs lot of practice. Not by looking, without looking. Thank you students. Students, here in the second point, by mistake I said the compounds having same type of elements and the compounds having different elements. Actually the compound is a substance having a different type of elements only. So I apologize for the mistake. The covalent bonds are formed between the elements having more than one atom and in compounds.